All right, Gemini. Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading that is also timeless. It's me, Matt, your bovine buddy. Yes, we are here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. Bovine, I'm a Taurus, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Anyway, we're here to read for your highest good and your highest outcome, my friends. I have the Starman Tarot here, which is a very beautiful deck. I have the Cosmic Tarot here, which you're familiar with. And I have the Mondact Lenormand again for a little bit of an advice or course of action spread we'll do at the end of the reading. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to show you the Starman Tarot. It's based on David Bowie, actually. And David Bowie did some collaborative, or at least signed off on it, with the creator of the deck before he passed. And I am a huge David Bowie fan. I love David Bowie. So we're going to get right into it right now. Yeah, thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. Those of you that are returning, thank you so much. Welcome back. It is truly my honor to read for you, Gemini. So without further ado, let's get into it. By the way, these cards are very, very, very full of detail and craziness, right? They may be really hard to see in the van, and I know my image quality is not always the best here. I am working on it. However, I should be in the next couple of weeks set up and ready to really upgrade my videos inside the house. So I might have an official space, and I can use a better camera and so on and so forth. You'll be able to see things. It'll be great. It'll be so great. Tremendous. All right, we're starting it off with the sun. Starting off with the sun, Gemini. I'm going to keep going first, and then we'll talk about it. We have the Wheel of Fortune, my friends. Oh my. So there's an opportunity for happiness. There's an opportunity for not. And we have the Five of Pentacles here. The Five of Pentacles. Wow. That, interesting. Okay, underlying the deck is the Queen of Cups. Okay, Queen of Cups energy. It's the motherly, nurturing energy. It's the emotional outpouring, emotional generosity, things like that. I think there may be a key to this karmic wheel spinning here, lying within this emotional generosity. There could be something very key there for you. We'll talk about the sun and the wheel first. The basic flyover here is this is your opportunity to really step into a happy and celebratory time. The wheel is spinning. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it's basically the external world. Things are shifting, and you have an opportunity to take advantage of that. It can spin, and it could be positive or negative depending on how you react and interact with what's going on around you. But it's basically suggesting that there is an opportunity. There's a major opportunity for you to really step into some true happiness. Now, the other choice we have is the Five of Pentacles. There's two. I know these cards are very, very trippy and surreal. I've never done the DMT thing, but this is exactly how they describe it. So we've got two people down here, kind of sitting down on the street. There is a snake. There's some bones. One of them's warming themselves on a little smoking trash can fire type thing. Above them, though, the Five Pentacles are here, and there's a lot of green. The heart space, there's a lot of green. There's a lot of yellow, which is the solar plexus, the will. There's reflection, too. There's these. There's three. I know you won't be able to see it, but there's three kind of skulls there that look like animal skulls, and they are they're mirrored. And I think there's also a solid line through the middle of this card, like smack through the middle of it. You have a choice. Basically, it's like, how do you perceive your situation? Are you feeling left out, or are you willing to take a look at the circumstance in the mirror in an honest way and recognize that you have the opportunity to change it, right? I think what it's saying, Gemini, is if you're having like a pity party, there's an option available to you to get yourself out of that energy. Yeah, and you probably spent some time thinking about it too. We have the Hermit on the bottom of this deck. I did shuffle it thoroughly, of course, but we've got the Hermit card here on the bottom, which is very much key to, like, it's that introspective energy. I think that whole mirror idea that I picked up on is got a lot to do with that. There's a call to go within, Gemini. So because you have the opportunity, you know, I think it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with your perception, how you see things, right? By the way, tarot cards are nothing more than mirrors. These are mirrors. These cards could be blank white cards. They could just be reflective. That would be really interesting. If you are curious about intuitive hits and going within and doing that work and you don't have any tarot cards, this is a volatile suggestion, sort of. Some people would freak out and think this is something scary, but it's only scary if you let it be. Mirror work. I would strongly recommend some of you, this is maybe it's for somebody specific, but go to a mirror in your bathroom, whatever, and stare at it. Stare at yourself in the mirror and try to calm your mind, try to make your mind neutral, let your focus relax, and watch yourself and see how your face sort of morphs and changes. It's a physical external exercise that can really help you get in the right mind state to go into that hermit mode and examine what's going on within you. In other words, you have happiness on one side, you have sorrow on the other side of the wheel here in the center, and it's basically like the wheel spinning is just literally the world is passing you by. The world is, you know, time is passing you by, the world is spinning, actions are happening, and how you interact with it is your choice. The key to that is opening up your emotional heart space with that Queen of Cups. So if your emotions are blocked, if you're feeling cold, callous, overly protective of yourself, that Hermit card is suggesting to go within, you know, to take a minute and do the work. I know it's not as fun. I know you Geminis like your fun. Take a minute though. Check in with yourself. Okay, we got the Prince of Cups here coming out for the Sun. Now, the Prince of Cups is that's the Knight of Cups in the traditional tarot. That is Mr. Wonderful, bringing a mature offer of love or friendship or whatever. Yeah, there's healing in this. See how there's that cup there that's glowing, and then there is a snake climbing up a staff. You know, that is a symbol of healing. The Caduceus is a symbol of healing, you know, on hospitals and things like that. There's some emotional healing being offered in this cup. Yeah. Yeah. There's also a Scorpion, so we have some Scorpio energy there. Okay. Emotional healing. Yeah. That's a mysterious energy, too. I say Mr. Wonderful, you know, in the Rider, but, like, a lot of other tarot decks with that scorpionic influence will really present a moody, you know, a moody, mysterious individual. So take it as it resonates. I don't know. Maybe there's a Scorpio around you. That's sort of like, that would be one of those combinations I could foresee in my grossly broad brush here that I'm painting with, but a Scorpio and a Gemini, that's an interesting combo. Could work. Empress. Okay, we got the Empress energy here, your opportunity to step into your own self-empowerment. The Queen of Cups is what seemingly might have been missing from that, is that opening of your heart space, right? When you do that, you'll embody the energy of all four queens, and that basically puts you in the Empress mode. The Empress is a representation of the Divine Mother. She's a creator, you know? And maybe what needed to come into play for your manifestations to take off is simply that opening of the heart space. We have the Lovers. Gemini, this is actually one of your cards, by the way. Yeah, there's an opportunity. Some of you literally, I mean, it's very literal, but some of you may have an opportunity with a Scorpio, perhaps. Underlying the deck is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a stagnant energy. It's the fear of moving forward, which we talked about earlier. Did we not? Yes, we did. Did you see me shuffle? Yes, you did. Okay, we're on to something there. Good. All right, let's get some clarification on this Wheel of Fortune. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune for my Gemini friends. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune for my Gemini friends. Okay, one more shuffle here. All right. We got the Prince of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles here. We have the Devil. Okay. That's Capricorn energy, by the way. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Underlying the deck is the Hanged Man. Your opportunity to see things from a different perspective is so critical. It's so critical right now with this Wheel card, because the Wheel of Fortune is like, what's going to happen? Maybe something bad, maybe something good. It is Jupiter energy, which is a card of expansion, but we can expand into the positive or the negative. When I see the Wheel of Fortune, it's like saying, now is your time to decide how you want the next season of your life to go. Do you want to have a period of expansion in the positive aspects or in the negative? Because there's not a stasis. The Four of Pentacles we looked at earlier that I just kind of flew over, that stasis energy is not an option anymore. You're going to, there's really no such thing. You're never static. You're either moving forward or backward in all different facets of your life, okay? But seeing things from a different perspective is critical here with this wheel. Now, what I see are two things that could, to the external world, look very similar. And what I mean by that is the Knight of Pentacles, or this Prince of Pentacles. This is a man that does appear stagnant. I just talked about stasis. This is the slowest knight in the deck, and the traditional rider, he's just sitting there, right? Sitting on his horse. The horse isn't moving. He's just chilling, right? He's not just chilling. What's going on here is big brain energy. The gentleman in the picture, this energy is literally about careful planning and careful contemplation. There is a yellow flag in the back here. That is the solar plexus. That is the will. That is the I am. Okay, that is your primary driving factor in the 3D is your sense of I am, your autonomy. We also have this this beautiful bowl in the background. Of course, that is a Taurian. It's Earth sign, but it's practicality, right? The wheel is turning in your favor. There's a call here to be very contemplative and tactile about how you move forward, Gemini. It seems to be very mental. A lot of this is very mental for you, Gemini. This whole reading. I mean, that's not suggesting a lot of physical action. It's suggesting a lot of planning. The wheel is turning, and now it's like it's a time to get set up and get ready to move towards this new goal or opportunity or relationship, perhaps. We have the devil here. The difference is the devil is like a binding energy, so that to the external world, again, not really moving, not really doing much, not a lot of action. This could be because you can't let go of something. It's like you're holding on to something too tightly. That devil energy is like addictions. It's like vices, or not being able to let go of a situation. Like if somebody did you wrong, right, and you just can't let go of it, like it's just marinating, right? You can't let go of it. That's devil energy. Like it's not serving you. Like being angry, being upset, being whatever is not actually serving you at all. It's actually to your detriment. And so I guess the message here is to be careful that as you're planning, as you're doing this mental work, like we had the Hermit earlier, going within and all that, don't let the going within get sabotaged by thought loops of a negative nature, things you can't let go of. There's a call to release here as well. That is bringing things into an equilibrium, into a balance. Six of Pentacles. This is a card of equity, of fairness being restored. It's also a card of like, seeds that you've planted are starting to take root. Things are starting to shift in your favor. So things that were unjust are starting to equalize and get into be made just. We have a moon there. As you can see, that is the feminine reflection. It's the inner world. And again, the inner world, I have to keep emphasizing this. Gemini, this seems to be mostly a battle in the mind. For many of you, it's a battle in the mind. Something. All right, but let's get some clarification on the Five of Pentacles. What are we battling about? I know there's something specific, Gemini, but I just don't know what it is. And maybe it ain't. Maybe it's not my business right now. Again, go within. If this is resonating, then I probably don't need to say something real specific out loud, but let's see. It's almost like I'm teasing this out. I don't think my guides have any drama to tell me today. We'll see. Okay. No, we don't. We have the Sun. Look, we have the Sun twice. Regarding the Five of Pentacles, we have the Sun. It is a choice. It's literally a choice. Okay? This is an interesting Sun card. It's a very happy person there. We have some lilies at the bottom. Lilies are representative of wisdom, by the way. So you're enjoying wisdom that's been received, enlightenment, in a sense. What's interesting, though, is this card, if you look at that archway at the top, and then the moon is out here, it's almost like, well, it's just piercing the darkness, The Sun is just piercing the darkness. You're coming out of the, out of potentially a dark night of the soul. Gemini, some of you have gone through some hardships lately. We've got the Princess of Wands. Yeah, the spiritual healing has occurred because there's been a shift in your focus. The Princess of Wands or the Page of Wands, she comes right after the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is that burden release, right? Finally letting go of something. That's the key, like I was talking about with the Devil card, holding on to things. You're finally letting go of something. And when that happens, it brings it from 10 wands back to 1 wand because the cycle repeats, right? And so she's got the 1 wand there. Very excited about that wand. This card does have a bit of a mildly sexual vibe to it. Take it as it resonates. Again, with the Prince of Cups there is something, there could be very much a thing on the, see, the 10 of Wands. I can't make this stuff up. 10 of Wands. You're letting go of something. Oh, that's so beautiful. You're letting go of something. Praise the Lord. I'm so happy for that. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. Saturn is up in the top here. The planet of Saturn. Saturn is all about restriction, by the way. Again, restrictions in the positive and negative. It's sort of, Jupiter's the expansion, Saturn is the restriction, and it can be positive or negative. I think in this case, Saturn being over the top there is really interesting because the restriction, the inhibition of your ability to move forward in that thing was too much to bear, and you finally let go of it. Yes, you did. And now you have a renewed sense of passion about something or someone. Again, that card, the Princess of Wands, it's a little suggestive. Take it as it resonates. 4 of Wands underlies the deck. 4 of Wands, that is a card of celebration and happiness. Fours are about firm foundations and fixed energy, right? In some senses, like 4 of Pentacles, it's stagnant. This is not really stagnant. It's just fixed. In other words, there's a celebratory and happy energy that is fixed in a sense. Normally the Four of Wands depicts two people. It can be associated with marriages and things like that. This one is unique in that it is an individual here, kind of dancing, right? Kind of doing their own happy dance, doing some ballet. Again, there's 4 lilies on the ground. Wisdom, pillars of wisdom. 4 pillars of wisdom. And there's pyramids. It's ancient wisdom. So I think when you release this burden and you're learning these lessons, there's something of a deep-rooted, almost ancient or even primal wisdom that you're learning, this life lesson. Gemini, that's crazy. That's cool. That's crazy. That's cool. That's Pepsi. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get a potential outcome for you. That's a terrible joke. It's not even a joke. It's just an advertisement for Pepsi that doesn't exist. I'm not a fan of Pepsi, by the way. Anyway, who cares? Let's get a potential outcome for you, Gemini, and then we'll dive into some Lenormand for a little advice here. But all right, outcome for Gemini. Potential outcome for Gemini. I say potential. Remember that wheel. We talked so much about this already. You understand what I'm getting at. Your fate isn't sealed. You are a co-creator of your reality. Your fate isn't sealed. You are a co-creator of your reality. Okay, awesome. We have the 5 of Swords as a potential outcome. Now, there's something that needs to be cut away still, I feel. This is kind of like, is this arguments leading to separation kind of thing? This is about a conflict. We have the Sacred Clown. This is the Fool. The Fool card, which is a new beginning, a new cycle. Yeah. A new cycle beginning. Ooh, that's fascinating. Okay. I need to show you this card. I got to slow down a little bit. One thing that's standing out to me with the Sacred Clown, there they are. It's a little mischievous. It's got a little bit of a different energy than the Fool card for sure. But there are traps on the ground, like claw traps. Some of them are empty, but there's one here with a diamond in it. Sort of that, the desire. The dangling carrot that propels you forward, in a sense. I feel like after this falling out or this argument or this cutting away that needed to happen, I feel like you're going to have a sense of optimism about the future, which is good. It's what we want. The Sun card is here twice. Like, that optimism is meant for you. But this is it's a warning, too, to be careful about this. Like, you might get a little overly enthused here, and you might do some damage that maybe you don't want to actually do. So be mindful. I think that's what it is, too. There's maybe a tendency for the pendulum to swing too far from one side to the other, maybe. I don't know. But that diamond, that gem, that trap, you could hurt yourself there, right? And I think if you get to swinging your swords around a little too vigorously, there's potential to hurt yourself as well. It's kind of it's a violent, because there's a crown here. There's a crown on a pedestal that's glowing, and I feel like it's sort of a struggle for that crown. It's the crown representing sovereignty, right? And your kingdom. And I think we can get too defensive of our respective kingdoms and be a little bit overreactive. In other words, defending your ego beyond what is necessary can cause problems for yourself. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Okay, and then our other card here is the Six of Pentacles. Good, yes, again, the Six of Pentacles. This it has an element of equity to it, for sure. This one is very bizarre. It's like you Well, it is. It's like you and your higher self here. You see the person standing there, and then next to them is I will call it an angel, this tiger-headed creature with wings, and then their feet are rooted into the ground. They have deep roots in the earth. And it's very yellow, which is, again, the solar plexus. That is the ego, right? What I find interesting is you and the angel here are celebrating together, kind of have your hands up in like a victorious pose, and then that shadow figure is inverted and falling away. It's about bringing a balance to your ego and sort of overcoming an aspect of your shadow that needed to be resolved so that you could move forward. The High Priestess is on the bottom of the deck, my friends. This is a card of intuition, inner knowing, learning to trust your instinct. It's learning to trust your higher self. It's learning to trust your guides, Gemini. You're meant to listen to them. And I think the struggle that you may be experiencing here, if I could sum this up, is like when you get too much into the energy of listening to the shadow and giving too much credence to it, it can cause you to lash out at people, right? And cause damage and potentially damage yourself. Yeah. I talked about forgiveness earlier with the Devil card. Some of you, this is about a relationship that you're already in, and there was a fault, there was a fight or something like that, and it's been like this put the relationship in a very precarious place, kind of on life support. Listen to your guides. Don't let your ego get in the way. Listen to your guides. Listen to your higher self, not to your shadow. All right. I'm going to get into this Lenormand for a minute. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, I'm going to get into this Lenormand for a minute. That's too many cards there. Okay. Yeah, battle. Yep. All right, 2 more cards, please. I can sum up a piece of advice for you, and then we will send you on your way, Gemini. Again, if this is resonating, I'm hoping that this is helpful, and I know the Lenormand will have something to offer. Genuinely hope so. Okay, we got the shield, the chest, and the letter. Yeah, this card is about battle and defense and attack, right? The chest is about secrets. You know, it's sort of like what's locked away, what's not seen, is going to come to light through communication, right? This is written communication, but this can also be about contracts. This can be literal mail, like messages, emails. I would expect, in this day and age, I suppose I would expect a text or an email maybe from the person at some point. And I think you and this other person probably have something that needs to come to light. And I think the cards are calling you to be very mindful of swinging that sword. Be mindful of swinging that sword. Okay? Gemini, be mindful of swinging that sword. Something in this chest is probably not going to be something that's going to make you very happy. It may be something upsetting, and I can't speak to that. I'm not going to suggest that anybody did anything wrong here. I'm just saying, like, there is something that needs to come to light, and it's going to cause you to get into defensive energy or to get into an energy of feeling the need to attack. And I think that is the warning. It kind of just dovetails with the outcome line here. Be very careful. Just be very careful with this situation. And regardless of whether this particular thing is coming to an end or going into a new beginning, as you do so, just be very cautious. Watch out for traps and pitfalls, okay? Okay, Gemini. The Sacred Clown, by the way. Let me talk about Sacred Clown for a minute. Sacred Clown is a concept of acting a fool to reflect to others what they need to see within themselves. The Sacred Clown is basically a person whose act of service is to be a reflection of people's shadow, really, to expose to the person their shadow through seeing it unfold in someone else's life, if that makes sense. So you or the other person, kind of irrelevant, but this could actually embody some of the energy of the other person that they're potentially have done something or have a secret that is going to cause a compulsion to attack, but it may be something that you need to see within yourself. And that opportunity is available to you with the Six of Pentacles. Again, things can be brought to balance. The Sun is here. Sun is like one of the happiest cards in the deck. It's right up there with Ten of Cups and stuff. It's brilliant. So it's available. I think you have a choice to make. Do you want to go into fear of loss? Do you want to go into celebration? Are you willing to look in the mirror? Yeah, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. Best of luck with this energy. I hope to see you next Saturday on Super Windy Saturdays. And of course, if you are not subscribed and you resonated with this video, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And if you liked the video, hit the like button. That also means a lot to me. Every time I see a like, I say, I like that. So thanks so much. Hope to see you next week. Gemini, until then, take care and have a beautiful week.